Tonight marks a new chapter, and I'm very happy to be here because in the history of the Republic of Fiji, our nation, the United Blind Persons of Fiji is hosting its first ever Disability Gala Awards to celebrate the achievements of extraordinary individuals and colleagues who rose above the odds to produce excellency in their own disciplines. And I was asking the chairman outside and asked, would you next year be naturally handing it over to another organization? And he said, no, I'm here to stay. And I will ensure for the next 5 years we will do this. And I like us to just put our hands together. Because I realize it takes a lot of effort to be able to put an event like this together and bring all of us together into this room. And as I said earlier, I'm very humbled to be in the midst of you all and in the midst of great and well-known people around the country. You have contributed so much towards a disability. And I think of this word disability as a doctor. I've learned over the years that the word means more when you take out the dis. Because the people that we assume have disability have so much ability, and we have so much to learn from them. And the fact that Sisi could stand up here and read in Braille some very complex words, I'm just so humbled because it reminds me the people with disability are actually people with so much ability and so much to learn from them. It gives me great pleasure to be with you tonight. And as we recognize the outstanding contributions of 6 individuals who we will recognize tonight. And I know that behind the 6 individuals, there's probably 10 times or 100 times more individuals who are also deserving in some way or another. And I know over the next 5 years or the next 10 years, we will recognize those who may not be recognized tonight. And as Fiji commits to move from recognition to realization of the rights of persons with disabilities, tonight we acknowledge our nation's commitment and the commitment of this government that we will not leave anyone behind. And before I give you a brief outline of the awards, may I take this time to congratulate the United Blind Persons of Fiji. Thank you for hosting this event. You remind me of the great Helen Keller. And when I was reading the speech, and Helen Keller, I've never heard of Helen Keller before. So I did a bit of Wikipedia. Wikipedia is useful. And when I read about her life, and I even became even more humbled. She's a lady who was, struggled with a few disabilities. But in the midst of it, there was, we know the story, her story. She became the first with all these disabilities to graduate with a bachelor's degree back in the days in America. And as a symbol of courage in the face of overwhelming odds, she was more than a symbol. She was a woman of luminous intelligence, high ambition, and great accomplishment, who devoted her life to helping others. And that's one thing that touches me whenever I think of people with disabilities. They're always willing to help others. Something that we who think that we may not have a disability may not be able to stretch ourselves to those limits. But I've seen it. I've seen it in the hospital. Somebody who's had a below-knee amputation, trying to get out of bed to give a cup of water to the person beside themselves. And I realized that, again, as I've said earlier, it's the disability shows more their ability. And this woman is a woman of luminous intelligence, high ambition, and accomplishment who devoted her life. And this great woman acquired her impairment following a bout of illness, which resulted in a loss of sight and hearing. And with the support of her parents, she, in her loss, she began to adapt to her impairment. She learned sign language, to read and write in Braille, to touch, lip read, and to speak. And she became an adult. She graduated with a bachelor's arts degree. She became a strong woman, vocal advocate for persons with disability. And tonight we also recognize those who stand behind or stand beside people with disability. The spouses, the parents, the children, the friends, and the lifelong friends. And if you read about the achievements of this lady, Miss Keller, she also won an Oscar for a documentary about being herself. And one of her greatest quotes is, "The only thing worse than being blind is to have sight with no vision." And, we sure recognize her effort. And tonight I just want us to have the opportunity just to address you on some of the awards that is being awarded tonight. The first award is the Wyndham Destinations Best Sports Person of the Year Award. The Honorable Minister for Women describes it best. He says its disability cuts across all genders and across all life cohorts. It is a consistent theme in both the private and the public sector alike, and is not limited to communities, cultures, or faith. Yet, when it comes to sports, everyone in Fiji loves sports, irrespective of who we are, where we come from, and what abilities or what disabilities we may have. And the former Assistant Minister for Youth and Sport, he was obviously a champion in his own right. And we all know that he was a gold medalist in the Paralympics. And that shows the abilities that we have in our nation in regards to sports. And as we speak, and as I speak today, we have children taking part in Special Olympics World Games in Abu Dhabi. We have our own athletes preparing for the Tokyo Summer Paralympics Games in 2020, and I'm hoping that we will have another Olympian and a gold medalist from this cohort. And I wish you who are here, who are part of that group, all the best in your preparations. And to those that are in doubt of taking up sports, face your deficiency and acknowledge them, but do not let them master you. Let them teach you patience, sweetness, and insight. And that's what Miss Keller said. The second award is the FNU Student of the Year Award. And may I congratulate all the nominees for this award. To those that have defied the odds to graduate, well done. I would like to share the story of Professor Stephen Hawkins. He was nicknamed by his classmates as Einstein, the jokester who once placed a bet with a colleague over the existence of a black hole. He grew up to receive the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at the University of Cambridge, and that's as high as it gets with an international bestseller. He was also a recipient of 30 honorarium Academy Awards, medals, and prizes. In 1963, he was diagnosed with a form of motor neuron disease and was wheelchair-bound and depended on a computerized voice system to communicate. And this did not deter him from combined family life and his research on theoretical physics, in addition to an extensive program of travel and public lectures. To all aspiring candidates to field of study, let not the physical limitation rob you of your destiny. I urge you all to rise above what you are. And like Professor Hawking, you can be the best in what you do, and to champion the right of access to education to all those living with disability. The third award of tonight is the HFC Bank Senior Manager of the Year Award. And in the last 2 weeks, the Regional Pacific Disability Forum was hosted in Fiji. Our disability provider organizations have had the opportunity to present to the region experiences we have here at home. While it sets the platform for more region-wide planning and understanding and insights into the area of disability to our leaders in Fiji. Having mentioned that, we would also like to recognize the efforts of the late Frank Hilton and his effort in championing the needs of children with special needs in Fiji. The fourth award is the TFL Entrepreneur of the Year. Entrepreneurship is a new concept for persons with disabilities in Fiji. It has one of the highest opportunities in bridging the gap for all social protection programs. It ensures financial security, self-respect, and recognition of one's ability. In the bigger picture, those individuals contribute to the nation's GDP. As Kellen Heller stated, the world has moved along, not only by the mighty shouts of its heroes, but also by the aggregate of tiny pushes of each honest worker. And I commend your efforts towards entrepreneurship in Fiji. The fifth award is a youth award, and the award is to recognize the contribution of a young person who already has leadership qualities within. And I'm absolutely certain that these values, given the right environment, will see our young people beginning to lead our nation, not tomorrow, but today. The sixth award is a Lifetime Achievement Award. And today we acknowledge the individual who has been a great advocate for persons with disabilities by presenting him or her with a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm sure that the recipient will agree with me that the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt with the heart. And that is a quote from Helen Keller herself. And before I end, I would like to take this time to acknowledge the unspoken heroes of every person living with disability. To the parents that is looking after a child with special needs, to the aunt or uncle, brother or sister, grandparents looking after a person with disabilities, a big thank you. We also commend our faith-based organizations that provide children's residential homes and family care shelters. Only 6 individuals will be awarded tonight. But the fact that you are sitting inside this room is indicative of the quality that you have inside you, both for those who have disabilities and for those who have no disability. All of us who are here in this room tonight, we've come to support this cause. And we all admire your courage, your determination, and your perseverance. We have achieved much, although much remains to be done also. And once again, I commend the far-sighted aims of those who instituted these awards tonight. It might serve as an aspirational goal to all those living with disabilities. And I'm certain that the future will only be brighter after tonight. Thank you very much, and God bless you.